In 3 straight wins, Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon had combined for 37, then 29, then 37 touches, but just 21 today, despite nearly 5.5 yards per touch by that duo. And that just one of many storylines coming out of this one. Sports Director Chris Roth reports from across the pond.
Well, this was a fun experience coming to London for the Packers until the second half today. The Giants just dominated them. We are literally a very long way away from that Ray Nitschke practice field, and figuratively, we also seem a very long way away from the dominating defense we saw on that field. The Packers have performed well against some injury-depleted offenses this season, but not today. Watching the wide receiver-thin Giants score on 5 straight possessions was a head-scratcher.
You look at the tape, you be honest, and you accept what comes with it. You know it's going to be a lot of scrutiny. We understand that. We just got to look at it and move on.
Man, we gotta just go back to the drawing board. They made some good plays. You know, they got some plays on QB draws and all that kind of stuff. Gotta just get them down. We gotta just get them down and get them off the field on 3rd down.
The defense came into this game #1 in the league on 3rd downs, but after starting out 0 for 2, the Giants finished 6 of 11 on 3rd down. That's the first time in 7 games dating back to last season that the defense had allowed more than 4 in a game.
Not surprised. Everything that they got, we gave them. It's our mistakes. They capitalized on our mistakes, so we just got to go back, watch film, and correct those.
They had an opportunity to get 1st downs when we could have executed a lot better. I know they had a lot of QB scrambles in the second half, more than they had in the first half, and they capped off a lot of our mistakes. We just got to watch the film get better.
And there were defensive penalties that also hurt, 3 of them on Rasul Douglas.
It's crazy. I just got to play through it. We knew coming in these refs were high in penalties, especially at DPI. So
just had a bad game. I mean, stuff happens like that. We had a lot of penalties, a lot of little stuff.
But this was a team loss. The Packers offense now has 1 or none score halves in every game this season.
We scored no points in the second half, so obviously the plan that and the play calls that I gave weren't good enough.
It's very unfortunate. You know, I thought that we were going to be able to put a whole game together today, and just didn't go as planned. And you know, that's part of this game.
Today it definitely wasn't up to even a quarter of our standard, I'd feel like, in the second half especially. So I think as a collective group, from coaches to players and all of us together, we got to figure it out.
There's a standard that we've played at for a long time, and just because the faces change doesn't mean the standard changes. That's a hard concept, I think, to grasp at times, but we hold ourselves to a really high standard. I hold myself to a high standard, and we're just not quite there yet.
Now it's home to face the Jets on Sunday at Lambeau Field. This marks the first time since that magical 2010 season that the Packers will face both New York teams in the same year. Of course, in 2010, they beat both New York teams. Coming up on Cover 2, we'll go on the clock with a pinch hitter as our coverage continues here from London.